There's no fights at the moment in the game that I don't play with the fastest strats that I could possibly go for if the opportunity is available based on the RNG and stuff like that. So there's no methods to change really other than just like be better. That's it. That is it. Have I played Demon Souls Storm Hacks? I have, yes. And we probably will again at some point. Like I usually do once in a while, like maybe like once or twice a year, but I definitely want to like do soul level 1 at least on it or something like that. Maybe a Deathless. I think Deathless would take longer than SL1 just because I actually don't know like upgrade paths and stuff. Like I did at one point a long time ago, and I don't remember how to get a weapon upgraded or anything like that, other than just like halfway maybe if I'm lucky. I don't know what drops what items other than like the basic stuff. So I think that's the thing I gotta work on. I gotta like learn the upgrades and stuff. Okay, this is like the most pro Gundyr you've seen in your life, and he's not gonna give me any shitty attacks as well. Right off the bat, cooperation. Look at that, perfect. All right, cool. Dark Souls veteran, welcome back, dude. What's up? Demon Souls is on PS3, right? Yeah, it's only on PS3 right now. I mean, you can play an emulator of it, but there's a lot of people that have issues with making it stable, so it's hard to run until they put more effort into improving it and stuff. BO4 speedruns, no major skips, is just like Resident Sleeper at this point, yeah. That's the funniest thing, though, happened where it's like, if I say, hey, should we play DS3 if I'm not playing DS3, then it's like exciting, but if I am playing it, then it's always Bloodborne's more exciting, so I can't win. There's no way that I can be doing the most exciting thing. SRD, what's going on, dude? Thank you. You don't have all... Wait a second. What does that say? Oh, God. Yeah, my menuing is... Oh, this is terrible. That's like the simplest thing, too. That doesn't even lose you time if you make a mistake on it. That's how bad it is. I'm screwing up, like, screw-uppable things.
Love the streams. And you smile.
You don't have all 3,000 upgrade paths memorized? Oh, dude, I don't even know the regular one. That's the thing. Like, let alone other materials. If I find materials that aren't the regular Titanite, or whatever the hell it's called in that, like, I don't even know. I don't even know the other ones. I don't even know if I have the trophies for a few of them, few of the upgrade paths. But that was a long time ago, though. That was like when I first played it. Stealth Lion, thank you for the 3 months, man. Welcome back. You are officially a hollow as well. We have 2 pruny people already. This is crazy. We got a small collection of dehydrated raisins. Can't you buy it on PSN and play it on PS4? It's on the Japanese Now store, which is like it's like you're like live streaming it, so you don't actually have the download. It's just basically like a latent uploaded feed of it. So it's not really even playable, if that makes sense. Like a lot of the on-demand things like that, they don't, like, it's not responsive at all. It's very, very delayed and not that nice to play. So I think there's that, but you'd be better off just playing the original one at that point. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. We did some pretty good stuff. And I actually finished with a run that was an improvement of some sort, so. Hardstone and Sharpstones, yes. Okay, that's the names. Okay, and then there's like Moonstone and what's it, Mercury Stone and stuff like that. I don't know. There's some ones that I can't associate with a specific infusing or upgrade path or whatever. I don't know like how they arrange it, like what the weapons are that apply to it, or if it's like a certain type of effect that it gives. Just don't know the information on it enough. DS1 randomizer. That was so fun, man. I'll probably do that again in the future. But there's also a randomizer on this now, right? You always want to do completionist runs, but the character storylines put you off. Some of them are pretty cool, honestly. I think the way that I enjoyed those kinds of things the most is like if it just naturally happens on the first playthrough, but trying to like focus on it and looking up all the stuff to like figure out how to do each NPC and their story and stuff is kind of, I don't know, it kind of defeats the purpose because you're being told like the information on where to go to find the person first. But if you just randomly have it happen, you know, it's kind of surprising because you don't expect them to, like, after you talk to them once, to be in a certain place later or whatever. So I like that better. That's why it's kind of hard for me to, like, want to do a run where people are like, let's do a casual run and, like, get all the stuff. It's like, well, it's just like me looking at a list of things and getting all the things. I don't know if anyone could just get all the things if they don't know the locations of them without, you know, many trials of randomly going through over and over. And it's like, then that's still even more painful than just playing a way that I'd want to, you know, so... That's why the first playthrough is kind of the best for that stuff. Unless you're going for the platinum or something. Sertamir, I feel rusty, man, kind of. Just a little bit. But it could just be one of those things where it goes away. So I think we're fine. Trying to not make any mistakes. How are you? Have you ever seen a buffalo with a hangover? I have not seen that. Is that a real thing? Edgy, welcome back. What's up, dude? All you know is complete 1 of 1, go to 4 of 1, get Crescent Falchion, unknown profit. Yeah, Crescent Falchion I was told to get as well, and then I used it literally at the upgrade level that it was at for most of the game, and it was so bad after a certain point. And I think I was using it on things that you don't want to use it for. I think you need that and another weapon as well, but I was literally just using it for a decent portion, and I was getting wrecked. Like, our average playthrough of that is like, you can expect over 10 hours, and that's just casual. That's not anything special. That's just like leveling up, doing everything I possibly can to not die. It's just my knowledge on it's slim. Junior Fix, what's up? How are you, dude? God damn, look at the time. That's not really a bad, like, it was a good Vort fight. We just didn't get to him that fast. We were about like 5 seconds slower than like a really good pace getting to Vort. Neko, welcome back, dude. How have you been? Why did the thing make me walk over it? Still pissed at me from the trying to emote. Oh, the really big one. Okay, the problem was when I was clicking it, it was like not counting some of the clicks. Like I would click 4 of them in a row for the first row or the second row, whatever. And then I wasn't really like looking at the box below, but then sometimes it wasn't counting some of them. So I had to keep going, and that's why I would like show up with 3 instead of 4. Even though I clicked it, it just was too slow to actually count all 4 at once. All the time, so it was screwing up on me. Genetic modified buffalo can drink 2 liters of vodka. Okay. Interesting. Are those like the cyber buffaloes or like the mech buffaloes? Poker, welcome back, dude. Not too much. I'm trying to get fast in this. I'm trying to be like Sanic. I want to be like Sanic when I grow up. That's the goal. Olaf, that's cool, man. I appreciate that you were here for a little bit to say hi. And I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday and possibly Sunday. If I don't see you. Better make sure that doesn't happen, though. You know what happens to people that don't show up? They miss the memes and the gun deer. You know, it's like the most heartbreaking thing ever. You can't miss that. Wait, I didn't actually queue the item yet. Oops. Let's do that. Forgot that we did the heal on the door already. Wow. Okay. I guess that is kind of a new thing. It's a little bit of a new strat, so I'm not gonna complain too much, but I kind of saved it. It might have been bad if I continued and I didn't do that. Zach, basically, I have these new strats. They're called playing the game competently, and it's said to be proven that you will get results right away. So we're seeing if that's true. Where I get my money back, you know. I had to, oh great. Nice one. I guess I'm getting a refund, apparently. It's not working. Oh yeah, it's really not working, man. This is a full refund. Man. I don't even know if that jump happened or not. I got up on the hill, but it didn't look like it went up or not. It could have been the camera was like too overhead. It probably worked. I think I'm fine. Yeah, we're good. It's a little bit slow though. The stomps, dude. Goddamn stomps. Don't wake Miyazaki up. Shh, there's no such thing as Miyazaki. We never mentioned his name. You were never here, Ziad. You never said anything. I never streamed today. No one knows anything at all about this. You were dying from laughter. Every fail literally killed you. I'm surprised it was even possible, dude. Like I've never even seen someone get the full thing in a chat before. Because I know other people that are sub to profanity, and like I've never seen anyone use the whole entire thing. I feel like you wouldn't be able to anywhere. Like you would have to find a stream with no one in it or something, or get like the craziest luck of all time, because it's just way too much. It's like 16 pieces or something. Django, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Super secret strat, get gooder. The get gooder one, that's like the backup plan. That's like when this plan doesn't work and the next one doesn't work. So getting gooder might happen eventually. I can't crack that one out yet though, because it's not time. Colleen, what's up? How are you doing? You wonder, are PS4 runs 2 times slower? No. No, that means the game itself would be 2 times slower. It's half the frame rate. The speed of everything is identical, with the fact that you're having 30 frames per second, and then this is just twice the visibility of frames in the same amount of measurement of time. It's not half the time and half the frame rate. You do actually have lower time though, just from like, or sorry, you have a bit of slower time just from certain things with, I guess, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know really how to like technically put it into perspective, but like the frame rate being less actually does slow it down, but it's not by like half a minute every second, or sorry, it's not by half a second every second. It's like little tiny micro measurements of time that add up to like a certain amount of seconds at the end. And I've done it before where I've tested, I was trying to test like a run where it was like 2 games, 1 controller, so twice the RNG, twice the confusion, all that stuff, and the console version doesn't actually like eventually at a certain point it starts kind of getting behind, or going in like different directions with how like you're moving and stuff like that. You can't move the identical way you would on this, so it is just a little bit different, but it's not going to affect the time so much that you would be like, oh, it's not worth playing a run or any kind of speed run on it. Like you can definitely do it on console. The problem would be the you'd still have to compare the in-game time, but like your timer wouldn't be able to connect to the file, and the loading screens would be kind of annoying. Unless, of course, SSDs make this faster. I don't know if it does. Not sure. Slurpee, what's up, dude? Hope you had an awesome Christmas/New Year's. It was good, man. It was good. How about yourself? Anyone use hotkeys for OBS? I don't. But you know this, though. Copester knows that I don't do anything that is actually a good thing to do on OBS, including CLR browser plugins. Like anybody that's actually good at this. But I used to use CLR browser plugins. I stopped using them because I wanted to have different placed alerts, you know. No resub notification, Captain Nemo. Did it not show it for you? Did you click the anniversary button? ND Mion, what's up, dude? Yeah, that's supposed to be the amount of attempts, but it's not accurate. That's off by a lot, man. Same world record for from a couple days ago. Yeah, man. Sanatic, what's up, dude? Like, why are you like so slow? Like, I don't know if you're here, but dude, 125.49 still. Like, that should obviously be like a 110. Come on, pick up the pace, man. You're too slow. You haven't even like beaten like a virtually impossible threshold of time. Like, come on, dude. What are you, like an amateur? Would DS1 be way too difficult to no hit without quitouts? No, you can do it without quitouts. It's all bosses that gets to be tricky without quitouts because of some of the areas you have to go to on that. So like when we did the SL1 no hit run and we got the 7 hits on it, there was no quitouts in that, and the quitouts weren't the reason I got hit on anything. So you definitely can do it. But that's any percent still, right? I would actually be skeptical of all bosses without it. But it could be done still. It would just be very, very difficult to do unless you had some like really clever ideas, I guess. And I'm sure you could make some ideas for it, but I don't know how much extra time that would actually add to the run as well. It's already pretty long as it is, if you do no hits all bosses. So yeah, man, like I've said before, you take away quitouts, I mean, it's probably still possible, but very difficult. If you take away the bow and quitouts on all bosses, I mean, if you do that, you are just ridiculous. I don't know how you would, I couldn't imagine it. It would definitely amaze me. Vale CO snowboarding in 4th season with a bunch of random people getting swifty on the dance floor. Wait, that's what you did for your holidays? That sounds pretty cool, man. What is Vale Co? What is that? Should be 1 hour and 1 second. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell Sanatic you said that next time. I totally didn't say anything about him needing a better time. I'm happy with the time that he has. This wasn't me. I didn't mention anything. It's all your fault. You're the one that said 10 or 1001. Trayton Ortox. Been a couple days since you caught the stream. I haven't seen you around for a while, man. Like, I guess you must be lurking a decent amount, but yeah, dude, it's been pretty good. How are you? Speedrunner gossip. Colorado? Or, oh, okay, wait. You're talking about Colorado. My bad. I thought that was like a company. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Warrior, welcome back, dude. Simon, welcome back. What's up? How long did it take your first playthrough before you knew everything about the game? I don't think anyone knows everything about the game after a first playthrough. You definitely have to play it multiple times. My first playthrough was 268 hours, but 90% of that was just bosses. And then, I mean, like, actually, you know what?
Well,
maybe not 90% bosses. It was majority bosses, but I did.
Baby.
What is going on? You found, okay, you found the anniversary button. Perfect.
Strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Nice.
So the world might be mended.
Okay, Captain Nemo, thank you very much for the 2 months in a row, dude. Welcome back. This is a historic moment. You found the anniversary button. We have confirmed there is one and it exists, and you can use it for resubs. It is possible. High fives all around. We've done it. Except for these dark raids, because they're kind of mean. I don't think they want high fives. And Trayton Ortox, you have discovered the secret circle of Illuminati, man. Enjoy your emotes, enjoy being a skeleton. Thank you for using your prime as well. Yeah, thank you, dude. That's very nice of you. What was I gonna say? So yeah, based on like a first playthrough, I don't think you could learn everything. I definitely learned a decent amount, like a giant amount of stuff from the way I played it, but I don't think I could have learned everything. It took a decent amount of runs after that. Mainly the deathless runs and like the torch only and stuff. Chris, welcome back, dude. What's up? Okay, that was actually relatively quick. Stealth Lion, you want a high five? Okay, I'm afraid to high five you though, because not only are you a lion, but I also can't see you very well because you're super stealthy. And I'm afraid you're gonna like cut my hand open. I don't know how sharp your claws are, man. You might have to get them just cut off first. Then I will high-five you, I promise. How did the Bloodborne runs wind up? Paulie, dude, they were good, man. They were really good. We had one that was excellent, in my opinion, and I screwed it up by not eating the cords, so Moon Presence wasn't there. So you could consider it like a really good practice or an any % with a bunch of extra stuff. Kind of. But it was good, though, and then we actually got a PB where we saved 12 minutes in game time, which was more like, I don't know, 20 minutes plus real time, but yeah, it turned out to be like 12 minutes in game time. It was good. Could definitely do way better than that, but it's better than not getting a PB at all. And you know, like there wasn't resets on a lot of the hard stuff either. Like I didn't die on Shadows one time. That's a huge deal because I'm expecting to, and if I'm not already this early on, that's really good because I'm going to have an easier time later if I've gotten enough practice on it. And I just feel like the grasp on that fight, especially with the +4 instead of having +6, is just like, I don't know, I definitely got a lot better at it, I think. And it's really important because usually you'd expect to reset there. So I think that run's going to turn into, like, one of the next few of the PBs are going to be pretty giant. That's what I feel. There's a lot of stuff I definitely can first try that I wasn't first trying as well. That will eventually just come together. So like I said, I'm trying to like just die less on it, and then once we have minimal deaths, then I'm gonna start like not being as peachy on it and taking more risks, and then we'll just get better time. Pacquiao, welcome back, dude. What is this abyss trickery? Necrophorus, what's up, dude? Basically it's a glitch, or you can call it like a skip on this, where you the way you enter the fight, if it's the first time you've ever gone in there and the fog gate's not up, you can pull that off. Spook after throwing the knives. That command right there, Turd, should explain it. It's for duping and tumble buffing. And tumble buffing would be like another little trick to buff this weapon, because normally you wouldn't be able to. Or 5. Okay, this actually might be good. I don't know if I can get 4 on this. 1, 2, 3. No, I couldn't get 4. Okay, that one I don't think I can do unless, again, I'm on the inside of the hand or something. Gotta be a little bit quicker to get on the other side of his hand. Or I gotta check and see what someone else would do on that. Is that... we could have been a bit faster there. The claws are non-existent for me. Okay, perfect. Then I'll high-five you. That's a weird thing. I wonder if anyone's high-fived a lion. I'm sure it's probably happened before. But yeah, that would be pretty scary. It's the mustache. It allows for the fastest of skips. It has. It's almost as if it's like a. I don't know. It's like a regulator for the air or something. I don't know. It's like an intake kind of thing. It just like takes in the air and cools down the character. It stores all of the good temperatures inside of it. That doesn't make any sense, but just imagine it that way and believe that's the case. It also doesn't make sense that this character has a mustache this crazy, but that's all right. 3D Salmon, welcome back. How are you doing today? What's up? How are the runs today? So far, pretty decent. We had, I think, 1 gun to your death right away. Other than that, it's been good. How are you? How's your weekend so far? You would enjoy high-fiving a lion, but like you're already a lion though, so would it matter? Would it be a special thing? Or are you a fake lion? Are you one of those phonies? Are you a big fat phony? Kirito-kun, what's up? Have you played Neo? Yes, I have. Aerodynamic? Not aerodynamic. I meant more of like a thing to like, almost like a heat sink kind of thing. I don't know. Like something for temperature. I don't know. It didn't make any sense, but still. Maybe there's some way to scientifically prove that that is a thing. We need to get the limit breakers over here to test the character's mustache levels. Let's see. Radiator. Okay, it could be a radiator. Yeah, that's another term we could use. Weekends good. Got the day off, so you're just chilling. Nice, man. Nice. Just got a PS3 to play some old games. Demon Souls among them. How do you think Demon Souls compares to the other Soulsborne games? Well, I don't know. I can't really make many comparisons because it's like old, right? All I can say is it definitely holds up pretty well for how old it is, and the fact that it was like the first game to, I guess, from FromSoft to do the kinds of things that they're still doing with this right now. It actually does them pretty well. It has some things that are special to its own you know, self or whatever. Okay, come on. That was sketchy. Like, I think its atmosphere is definitely very unique compared to the other games. And the system that it has with it, with white world tendency, black world tendency, character tendency, and stuff like that, that's completely exclusive as well. There's no other game that has that. I don't even know of a game that's not, or anything in general that has something that is even comparable to that, really. I'm sure there's like morality systems and other things in other things, but the way they do it though, and the way it affects the gameplay is interesting. So that's another thing that I think it actually does really well that would be cool in this, or like other newer things, maybe in Bloodborne or something. I know some people don't like it, but I guess if they try to implement it again, I would be happy. That would be interesting, because I didn't even utilize it to the full potential. I never did all the things you could do that were exclusive, like all the events, like particular to black and white tendency, and like all the things in between. How to cheese Sage? Well, we're not really cheesing Sage. We're just killing him in one cycle, right? So basically, if he has Crystal Homing Soul Mass up, you can kill him within a certain amount of time, as long as you don't go like and make all of them release by being in front of him completely, or on both sides. You only want to be on one side of him, and then if he doesn't do that, you gotta, on this run, you gotta parry him, but he's gotta do enough damage where he cannot go phase 2. So that might mean, with what you're doing, kind of like on a no-hit run, you would hit him to like a certain amount of damage and then let him port once, then kill him after that. But this we can't even really waste the time of making him port once. We just got to go for either the parry or the other stuff right away. Especially because with the damage that we have, we can't finish him off when he pops back up the second time. Like on a no-hit run, we have less damage than a no-hit run on this at this point. So we have to do it that way. Or the skill points. Skill points are the channel's currency, man. So it would be used for like giveaways. If I'm doing raffle tickets for the giveaways, you'd be able to buy a certain amount of them. to have more entries and higher chance of winning and stuff like that. It's kind of like a milestone or a measure of, I guess, like loyalty as well. In a way, it kind of goes along with the hours, but there used to also be ranks, and I don't know if I want to bring them back or not. DualShock's not working, is it? Is it not? That's kind of weird, because I tested it right before I began, and I didn't do anything to it. Oh, it disconnected, though, actually. The controller did disconnect twice when we started, so that's probably why. Yeah, I'll fix that in a moment. Okay, let's see. All right, should work now. Should be good. Thank you for pointing that out, by the way. I appreciate that. Unranked looks dumb. Thank you. Bring back the ranks. Okay, I'll bring back the ranks. I'll probably make new ones. But yeah, I'll bring him back. Beat Cinder this morning, Cali Dog. Congrats, dude. That's actually some pretty good progress. Like the last time I think you mentioned you were not at that point yet, so GG, man. Or actually, no, wait, no. Maybe the last thing you mentioned was that you were needing help with Cinder. But yeah, I might be thinking of a different case scenario. Anyways, either way, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad. This is slow. God damn it. So I made the mistake when we were running after Sage of not managing the items there the proper way. And I've done that in recent time as well. I shouldn't be making that mistake at this point. It's not really acceptable. So I have to really not do that anymore. It's not worth it. Atticus, welcome back, dude. Why does ranks matter? They don't matter that much. It's just kind of like a novelty, right? The points actually do matter, though, because, again, like, it gives you more authority in raffles and stuff. There is an impact with it.
Soul of the lost,
And the other stuff I plan to use it for in the future as well will be pretty important.
So the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Grim Blast, dude, thank you very much for the Prime sub. The first time in your feeble cursed life, you have discovered the secret circle of the School Illuminati. Enjoy your emotes, enjoy being a skeleton, dude. How are you? Kaka Templar, what's up? Link? Oh yeah, did you not put a link? You can't put a letter, a period, and another letter, or it thinks it's a link. Highest soul level I've gone to in this game, whatever it would be for one of the challenges. I don't think I've ever been max level in any of them. But on this, it would just be whatever we got to on Deathless or like Torch Only or no hit runs or stuff like that. Anything that required leveling. Okay, we got memed right there. Probably still gonna save a little bit of time. Oh, like the tiniest bit, okay. That's a lot worse than I thought it would be. Any tips to beat Gale? Gale is kind of the same as Cinder, man. There's no secret to beat him. There's no, like, I don't know, I've heard of there's one glitch that someone had that apparently other people have seen before, but I don't know how to do it. And it's not really, like, super, I don't think it kills him. I think it just makes him, like, bug out or something. And get stuck in, like, a ceiling. But, yeah, there's no secret to it. You just gotta learn all the attacks, man, and just know what's going on. I would say don't be afraid to be like aggressive on that fight, because it takes so long to kill him anyways. And the mistake I made when I first killed him is I was like really slow with killing him. It was a 15-minute fight when I actually got it, because I was backing away way too much. I was making too much space. So try to be as close as you possibly can and learn from the mistakes that you will make from that, and then just. Yeah, dude, there's nothing I can tell you other than explaining every single instance of everything that happens, and that would take too long. You just have to go over it. So yeah, man, like that would be an easier thing to answer, like if I had like a video or like a series on like how to do every single thing, every single move set, every single situation. But the problem is that's not a thing yet, and me and Faraz were gonna create that. We got to do it. Definitely got to do that because it would help for moments like this when there's no easy way to do something or no like particular method, right? If that makes sense. And it's kind of the same on this run. You just got to know every single attack. You got to be as efficient as you can with not using too much stamina and just attacking as many times as you possibly can, knowing that he stuns in a certain amount of hits as well. So whatever weapon you're using, if you can figure out how many hits he stuns in, then you can count down. Just kind of be aware that if you take too long between the hits, they're not going to count. So that might be something that you could learn that's like new that you're not already doing. And it can help because then as soon as he stuns, you can go for like another hit or two for free, right? Instead of just like realizing he stuns, then you can't react in time because you didn't expect it. Rodrigo, what's up? Kay, welcome back. You're at work today, so you won't be around very much, but good luck. All right, that sounds kind of sad. You will be missed. If your name gets picked, I will make sure that I at least beat Gundyr and Vort. Not just Gundyr. So, yeah, have a good day at work. Maxes today. Oh, actually, you know what? We're supposed to skip that split. Today, it's been okay so far. We haven't really done many. This is like the first one that was... Or actually, this is the second run, right? Second run in total, I think. But first okay run. Cheese balls, welcome back, dude. What's up? Did you do that Dragon Peak area before DLC 1 and 2? Honestly, if you want to do it in order of like most exciting, or sorry, least exciting to most exciting, if you've never done that area, I would say you could do it first, then do the DLCs back to back, but like I like that area better than DLC 1's fights, in my opinion, because I like Nameless a lot. So maybe like DLC 1, that, and then DLC 2, if you want to go, like, in my opinion, what's the least to the greatest, but they're all really good, though. It doesn't matter which order you do it in. I think that you're going to have the most trouble with DLC 2, hands down. You might have an equal amount of difficulty with that area in DLC 1, but I think typically the peak isn't as hard, but it's comparable to DLC 1. There's 2 fights. The areas are almost similar in size. You know, there's some pretty challenging stuff there, but it's not crazy, you know. Avim, thank you for the bits, man. How are you doing today? With watching Bloodborne runs, got a question. Is the area locations of Bloodborne much larger than the DS3 ones? You've inspected pretty much, is that supposed to be all of DS3? Seems like Bloodborne has 3 times the amount of places. 3 times more places and directions to go. The system of Bloodborne is similar to DS1. It's like really interconnected, right? So the actual routing of every area itself in this is it's a different system. It's a lot more, I guess, linear in a way, but I don't know if there's more areas or anything. I haven't paid attention to that. I know there's 2 less bosses with all content, I think. I think it's 24 in this and 22 Bloodborne with all the stuff with the DLC. Ignores you on purpose. Dude, honestly, I did not ignore you on purpose. I must have missed other things too. There's no way that I ignored you on purpose. Samson, what's up? You can poison Gale. That's another good suggestion that I forgot. Yeah, you can definitely poison him. Logged you out at least twice a day for the past 3 or 4 days. It's done that to me too, man. That happened to me yesterday for the first time. Do you know what's going on with that? You think it's like some sort of security thing? Like, what's the deal with that? It did it to me back to back. Like, I logged back in and then literally just opened another tab, and then it logged me out again, like right away. It's pretty weird. Happened to you as well, Salt? That's hopefully it's nothing like serious, but I'm sure they would have mentioned that, right? Why does that guy with the red orb never come back after you first talk to him? Is it a glitch? It's probably part of his quest line or something, man. I don't know. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his quest line, like, in my head right now. I have talked to him and I think done part of it on my first playthrough. I'm not sure where he goes, though. You might just have to go somewhere, and then you have to find him somewhere else. Onion, it's going good, dude. How are you? Get a good PB in Bloodborne at the end. Remember, I was on Orphan and then you must have passed out. I did get an okay PB. It wasn't really, like, wasn't quote-unquote good, but it was good that we made some sort of improvement. I could have done better on the run before, and even on that run itself, I definitely failed a little bit too much, but it's better than what we had before, so some sort of improvement. And like the stuff that's like, again, the stuff that I did that's hard, that usually would like wreck me or whatever, didn't wreck me at all. So that's like a huge bonus. I didn't get destroyed on anything that I would normally be expecting to get this destroyed on. Other than like if we don't, I mean DLC I expect to get destroyed on, but like more of like the any % stuff and the early game stuff where it's like kind of hard because you don't have the upgrades and got to get like past shadows and all that, you know, all that stuff went really well. All the skips went really well also. Is there something you really don't like about Souls, Punikata? I don't like chalices in Bloodborne. But other than that, I don't know. I think everything is pretty good. I think anything that is like a small annoyance really can't count as something that I hate, because that being the case, oh, we didn't reset the thing. This crash is gonna kill the run. We're gonna just do this as practice now. I should have reset the game. It was my fault. And I have made this mistake I think we're on a streak of 5 times in a row where I reset it at the dungeon instead. So this is actually what we're trying to avoid when we actually reset the game here, but it wasn't the greatest run, so it doesn't matter if it's dead. We'll continue it for the practice for now. Soul's good prepping for his stream. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it unless he's going after I finish Frisco, so we'll have to see, but tell him I said sorry and also good luck. I guess I wouldn't have been able to watch either way because I can't start like super late. Like I couldn't start like 3 hours later than now. That wouldn't make any sense. But tell him I said good luck though. Okay, we're gonna connect this back. So basically I think we lose about 30 seconds here or so. Why every time you open doors or pull something you leave? Because it saves time, man. How much does Weed Shield increase regen by? I don't know the exact amount. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe this isn't the bad crash at all. Oh, no, the bad one is like 10 seconds later, like when you're on the lift when it's rotating. Or you're on like the other part. My bad. Okay, this wasted like the tiniest bit. It's not a big deal. We're fine. I got lucky. It's the one that's like right when you're up here that destroys you. Nick Rocks, welcome back, dude. What's up? And Leonard, have a good sleep. Oh, wait, are you saying, you're saying good night to the character? You're saying good night to yourself? That was confusing me, dude. iPod, what's up, man? Miraxis, why did it crash? It crashes 2 times per playthrough every time. It's, after the game was, on the Ariandel patch for DLC 1 on PC, if you play everything all together very fast, so like 4 hours or so for all the content, or just basically completing even any %, if that makes sense, you will get crashes. Usually it's 2. Some people get more. Everyone that I know gets 2 as well. Except for there was some cases where, like, I think Faraz had 11 in one day one time. But But that was like a different run too, and I don't know if there's anything. Basically, it can get affected by where you are in the run at what time as well. So if I played this run slower, I would have the crashes in different spots. If it's the ones that are like I can expect, right? That are more common. Okay, this is very bad. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, I'll take the 3 cycle on this just for the fact that I didn't die. Because we weren't gonna get a 2 cycle anyways, so I guess it's not too bad. They're not fixed because most people don't do it under 4 hours, Maraxis. I don't even know if they're aware of it, man. I'm sure they are, but like, they don't fix a lot of stuff that people ask for. They just fix whatever they want, and then if it falls in line with your interests, then you're lucky. But they don't take requests on fixing things. They'll just fix whatever. Most of it's geared towards PvP and online, so there's a lot of things that can be fixed in this that will never be fixed. But I guess in a way that it gives you something extra to kind of like have excitement from, even if it's negative. Eric Do, what's up? How are you? Also at Osiris it crashes. It can. That's not one of the scripted ones though. One of the ones that are like I guess I can't say scripted, but like I can expect are right here in the dungeon, but because we reset the game already, it's not gonna happen. And then the next one would be on Demon Prince at this pace. Right after I kill him, it'll crash, and then it'll make me have to run through the arena again, and it wastes like a lot of time, man. It's like almost the same same situation with the time loss as if it was the bad crash on that lift at the top, instead of where it happened, where it was like below for us. So we got lucky there. Will DS3 ever get another update? Oh, it gets updated a decent amount of the time, man. I think wasn't there a patch like, or no, sorry, there's calibration and stuff like that, which is like the version, not the actual, or sorry, the there's like little things that are the calibration number being changed and little stuff being fixed, like maintenance. The version itself, though, I don't know if it's increased for a while. That's a good point. So like the version would be the app version would be the current update, I think, and then I think the regulation version is like something to do with the calibration settings and all that. I don't know. All I know is current patch is 115 still, and I'm not sure what the date was for that one. But they have a Twitter, man. They have like a maintenance Twitter now. You can like look at it. Hoping for more Souls-like games. Sadly, you can't play Bloodborne. Your PC only Keck score. Maybe one day you'll be able to. Like I think when it comes to Bloodborne on PC, the closest it'll get that I can see being plausible is just like an emulator for PS4. But it might be kind of hard to make that functional, because it's already hard enough to emulate Demon Souls. So I think if they make an emulator version of it, like, I don't see that being an impossible idea, but I do see them bringing it to PC as something that's kind of impossible at this point, or just not desirable for them. Tachyon, yeah, we actually are using the Twin Blades right now. Tav, welcome back, dude. Ichiro, thanks for the good luck, man. Playing on PS4, veteran? No, I'm on PC right now. I guess I could say a good way to know that right away is just like the crashes won't happen on console, so you can tell right away from the crashes, and I guess like the key bindings and stuff. But yeah, we're on PC. Okay, we didn't lose as much as I thought I would on that. Do you need PS4 Pro to run Bloodborne, or will normal PS4 do? I play it on normal PS4, man, and it's perfectly fine. I've heard there is advantages, like the frame rate's more stable on Pro, but I don't think it's gonna make the craziest difference to you. It'd be kind of similar to like having a slightly better PC running this versus like a PC that can still run it. You know, it's not really like that big of a deal. A little slow. Actually, you know what? No, that was fine because apparently phase 1 was shorter. We had a really short phase 1 that made up for it. The phase 2 is really bad, but that's actually interesting. Must have been like one of the fastest phase 1s because she didn't do any attacks that wasted too much time. They were all like quickly punishable, and she actually had an early phase 2 as well. Because I didn't get the stun before it, so... Oh, this guy's gonna ruin that, though. Ruin the time save. Stupid block. Voodoo Pet, what's up, man? Welcome back. Baz, welcome back, dude. Not too much. Gonna go slice up some gigantic blue balls right now. How the hell do you teleport there? The game automatically makes you appear at the answer because it's a requirement to complete the rest of the game, so... I don't know how it like really fits into the lore, but you get summoned there by some sort of magic circle or whatever after you kill 2 of the... Or no. Is it 2 of the... No, all I think it's after you kill all 3 Lords of Cinder. Or three of the Lords of Cinder, not all 3, but 3 of them. So, Abyss Watchers, Yorm, and Aldrich. But like, it can happen in a different way where it doesn't matter, like... I guess you have to kill Abyss Watchers first, but it could be either Yorm will take you there, or you'll be sent there after Aldrich, depending on which one's killed last. Why don't you kill Dancer after Aldrich? Because we still haven't killed Yorm yet at that point. The princes teleport you. Okay, maybe. Okay. I don't know. I probably should have gone for the interruption on that. Worst hitboxes in the game. Yeah, his hitboxes suck. Zazes, what's up? How are you doing, man? Quite a battle, Saros. Oh yeah, that's why I said like we're lucky if we even keep the same time we have before Yorm, Dancer, and Osaros, because there's no time we can really save on them. We just have to keep the time, and we won't keep the time 90% of the time. We will lose some portion. We really didn't lose a lot on Yorm. I mean, if that was just an average Osiris fight, we actually would have probably maintained, but wasn't the case, unfortunately. Valkyr, thank you for the 3 months in a row, man. Welcome back. You are now officially a hollow. There's a lot of hollows popping up today. That's insane, man. Enjoy your new badge. Tanis, what's up, man? Yeah, do you like it? What is everyone's opinion on the emote, if you have seen it already? And you can say you dislike it if you dislike it. It's 100% appreciated. I actually would rather you say you dislike it if you don't like it. Don't pretend to like it. And I also was mentioning the possibility that we can like change some things on it so we can make the arrow a little bit more visible, possibly. I don't know. I'm not really sure how that would go down, but like I'm sure we can add some more detail to it to just make the arrow a bit more visible if there's an issue with that or anything, because I know it was mentioned. You're a big fan? Thanks, man. You approve? Gino, what's up? Gino, you were crazy yesterday, man. Thank you so much for doing all that for the charity stuff. Science Moose, welcome back. Feynman, they are going... Basically, there's one that died on Gundyr, and then there's this one. So this is the second run, I believe. So, basically just as good as this is going right now. That's been today. How are you? Wait, was there another run other than this? Maybe I think this is. I'm saying it's the second one, but I don't want to be wrong about that. Maybe it's like the third. I don't know. It's a very. We had a very small amount of runs before this, at least. Psychoniac, welcome back, dude. You'd love more weeb emotes? Well, what purpose would they serve? That's the thing, right? Like, what would the concept be behind it, or the expression, or the use, right? You missed the 4K Edgelord, Colbster. The 4K one was good, but it wasn't... It was so old, man. It was just so outdated, and I prioritized the whole... You know, if I can get something that's illustrated rather than actually just a picture, I'd rather have, like, actual art, you know? I'd rather have something that has more possibilities because it can just be drawn in any way, so... That's why I wanted to replace it, mainly just because I wanted an illustrated version of it. I thought it would work better. Like, I could have had the same thing as the one that replaced it as a real thing, but then it would just be kind of fake and weird, and I don't know, I guess like the way the eyes are too, like I don't know how I would make it not look silly if it was real. But there were some people that assumed that the whole like quote unquote 4K one was actually like still illustrated, even though it wasn't. It was just like a really stupid filter or something like that. You know it's possible in Soulsborne death? I didn't know that. I had no idea, man. I've never actually died in a Souls game before. Do people actually die in them? I thought they were supposed to be like, I didn't think you could die. I thought it was just like a visual novel. I didn't know there was gameplay even. That's weird. So you're telling me this isn't a book? That's what you're trying to say. Is it possible to do Wyvern without the head kill? Yeah, you can kill him with like hitting his feet. You can do anything you want as long as you just are hitting him somehow. But the plunge is like the one that they obviously intended. That's just a different spot than you would normally go to. Because obviously he has a lot of health, so I think they wanted you to do the plunge from like the upper balcony level or whatever. How many hours in DS3 Tachyon? Last time I checked, it was 1,880. So that's I think that's what we're at. Oh, he was going for the head bash right there. Keymat, not too much, man. Trying to still get good. Seeing if we can make back the time that Osaros took right now. How are you today?
What? Pretty be careful.
Well, farewell, Ashen One.
They should make all bosses QTEs. Going for the meme, yeah. I don't know, this one's like an in-between kind of situation because there hasn't really been any mistakes. Just RNG is eating the time. And yeah, I don't know. It's like at a point where the time could be saved, but it's not super likely necessarily. You have to see. Oh, that would have missed. I didn't even have to roll that. See, okay, I guess it depends on how close you are or how far you are past him when he starts that, because before that attack actually was dangerous and I had to roll it. But I guess if you're already like, maybe it depends on how far away you are from him, like to the left side of the stairs or whatever. 880, you have 1,000. Oh no, I'm not saying 880, 1,880. So like 1,880. Like 1.9k pretty much. Avenue, not too much, man. Not too much. I'm about to see if Slayer Armor is being a nice guy today. Parallax, welcome back. You watched Logarius clip from yesterday. Did you let him explode by any chance? I don't know. I'm not sure if I punished the AoE or not. I think I might have on that attempt. I know there was one run where I did, so it could have been that. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, okay, what? Okay, I'll take that. Wish you could make Slayer fall off the edge. Yeah, man, it would be so awesome if you could do that. But I guess, okay, it would be awesome, and then after a while it would get old because it would be way too cheesy. I think same with Gundyr. It would end up being like way too annoying in the end that you can do that. Eminem, welcome back. How are you doing today, man? Why was Nameless King skipped? He's not skipped. We're doing him later. We don't have enough upgrades to kill him yet. It would be too slow to kill him right now. Slayer of Dragon Slayer Armors sounds like a cool title. Slayer of Dragon Slayer Armors. I guess that's what we would be, right? It's like, dude, you mean like you just like killed equipment, man? Like inanimate objects, bro? Like you somehow killed the armor, man? Like how? Also, why the hell is that chair beside the bookshelf facing that way? I've never understood that. That bothers me. Shields only run odd and even. I'm gonna be doing a run with bone meal shield at some point, which will be a spicy shield run because it's kind of like a weapon still. Like you can attack with it and it doesn't do terrible damage. It's just kind of weird. But yeah, shield only run will happen, definitely. I would love to do like a bone meal shield NG plus no hit if that's possible. But like, that's wild though. That's like out of this world. I'm sure you could do it in some way, but I don't know. We're not at that level yet. I wouldn't say that's like the next thing. Like after the bow run maybe, but there's still that list we were going through. We're still trying to use the dancer blades, right? So I'd have to remake that file and at least get that through first, because that was already started. LeRon, welcome back, dude. V-Sweat, thank you for the hosts. How are you doing today? What's up? Eagle Man, what's up, dude? You missed this? Wait, you missed what? Why not door shield? Oh yeah, door shield no hits. Super. That's a really good idea, man. Obviously, I'll do door shield. What was I thinking? Using a shield that could possibly actually let me beat the game? Why would I do that when I have the door shield? It's like so much worse, of course. No, door shield I have to use as well. It looks really cool. It looks fun. Unlike Abyss Watchers, not cheesy at all. Yeah, Abyss Watchers are like the height of the cheese. If he explodes, he gains aura, which deflects bullets but gives him poise value that allows visceral stagger by normal attacking. People are always confused. Oh, okay. So like if you let him do the buff or the phase 2 scripted attack, he can get stunned, but it just makes the visceral sound is what you mean. Like he'll go into like a visceral stun, almost like when you're breaking limbs on bosses and stuff. But that doesn't happen if you punish it. That's weird. I never knew that. Because some of the people I showed, they knew of it, but they had never seen it happen that way. I think it's still a pretty funny meme either way, but yeah. Okay, we had a little hiccup phase 2, but only because I couldn't find him for a second. That was okay though. It wasn't too bad. Is it not efficient to parry bosses, or is it too risky? There's certain cases where we do go for parries, but those fights have like very particular methods, right? So you'll see some parries on Gundyr. We do parry Pontiff as well. That was a half. You can't get the half on this because there's such a giant amount of, like, just the hitbox of it is like one, like at least half a foot away from the edge. Like the half skip on that one like just doesn't happen. So we're gonna lose a little bit of time that we could have saved on Cinder, but it's not a big deal.
What? Pradeep.
Jesus, that face. Why did Peach grow some hair and a mustache? Because, man, it's aerodynamic, bro. It makes everything faster. I guess people just, it makes you look like you're going faster when you have a mustache. Because I guess people assume that you just should be faster for some reason, so that's my theory. It hasn't been proven yet, but it's in the works, don't worry. Like I said, we're getting limit breakers up in here one day. figure it out. Yeah, the Cinder is pretty trash, but it's all RNG. It's not really like terrible mistakes or anything. I have never had him really do the Javelin that early. It's better than Curve Sword though, so I can't complain about it. But this is where we would really have wanted to have the skips we missed. Just Leonard, you got scared for a second. It lagged for you. Oh no. What would you say chances are for PB? Well, we're on PB pace, man. Chances for PB are always unknown, but we're on PB pace. As long as I'm saving some sort of time, I mean, it's possible, but the likelihood's decreased by the chances of what can eat time later, even if I don't fail on it. So we have an okay amount of time where even if it gets eaten, we could have like a minor PB, but it's just, we got to keep at it. I can't really accept it as a good run yet. We have to continue. And we might save a bit more time here. We don't know. There is a strat on this that's a bit faster that worked last time, so hopefully I can pull that off again. Yeah, we got it. Okay, good. Out of curiosity, you rather no major skips runs, or you do them for a particular reason? Oh, I like this category a lot, man. If you're talking about compared to regular all bosses, I just don't like the fair and skip, man. And I'm sure I wouldn't really enjoy the partake either or anything, even though it looks a little bit less annoying. It's just fair and skip pissed me off. I know how to do it. I can still do it now. It's just not fun to do. I feel like it ruins that element alone ruins the entire run. Damn it. He flew right after the good RNG. Had that happen on practice one time. I have no idea if that's my fault or not, but it shouldn't really hurt us too much. It's just kind of shitty. He didn't go into the scripted attack again. This one. Yeah, it's a little bit slow. What can you do? Okay, we're gonna have to just be absolutely perfect on this too, because this fight I can't really save time on. I've done it. I think the PB has like literally just one of the like the best you can do, because it's not really a complicated fight. It's pretty simple. But yeah. Yarn Hall. Did I say that right? Is that a silent J, or like a Y sounding J? Can you give subs from iPhone app? I have no idea, dude. That's a very good question. I'm not sure. I know there is some limitations on mobile. I know that the gifting also is brand new still, so I haven't heard anything about that. You'd have to ask someone that's already done it before, I guess. If anyone knows the answer, definitely mention it. Spectre, not too much, man. I'm trying to get good. Trying to do good and get good. How are you today?
Farewell, Ashen One.
Okay, so see how he started the second attack, V-Sweat? That's when he doesn't do the second slam. Yeah, okay, Abbas, the thing is, though, I've interrupted him later than that, and he's still done the slam before. That's the thing. So I thought that was still okay, but it wasn't, though. I guess I must have just gotten extremely lucky. You know, maybe he didn't even repeat it because of it being scripted. Maybe he literally just did the optional attack, but it was because he can do that optionally after, but maybe he just queued the same attack 2 times in a row, and it wasn't me. It wasn't him resetting into the scripted event or anything. Wormhole, what's up? How are you doing? Have you played Hollow Knight? No, I have not played Hollow Knight before. I might try it at some point. I don't know. I've seen a lot of it though, that's the thing, and I've even seen some of the DLC. Got your first 7 string today. Nice, man. What kind of 7 string did you get? Shul, welcome back. How are you doing, dude? Good to see you. Follow Shul if you guys want to see someone that is apparently really kick-ass at Warframe. I haven't seen him play Warframe, but he also does a lot of variety as well. Warframe's his like main, or his super god gamer game, but he also plays some Souls runs. He's learning to do some challenges and stuff like that on DS3 from what I know. And you might see some other things between that. Anyways, awesome dude. You gotta check him out. You gotta follow him. Make sure you do that. Stamina wise right there, I probably should have just jumped, but I feel like rolling would be faster on that part. I just never have tried it, and my stamina wasn't up that high, so it kind of sucked. I'm gonna heal once before this just because of being skeptical of things. Probably doesn't make any sense at all. It's probably slowing me down a bit. The hell was that jump? That's Scream Skip. Do I know any good builds, Wormhole, for this game? None that are like very specific, but the one stream that I did PvP on, I used a quality build, and it was pretty cool. So if you're trying to PvP, like, you want to use a lot of different weapons, 40 dex and 40 strength seems to work the same as it always has, but I'm not sure if that's what you're looking for. Okay. I know you can go on the Fextra page or the wiki and just find specific ones that people have made. Tender's afraid. I love it. Okay, Wolf, don't be an asshole, please. Not bad. Not bad considering the time we had at Wyvern. The 131, the time getting eaten by Osiris drastically hurt this run. It could be so much better. And it wasn't even that great of a start, too. So I think, like, overall, good DLC 1 so far. So if we clutch Wilhelm and we clutch Frida, we can actually have a decent chance. How'd you lose so much there, Slowbro? That's just the 1 minute that we had earlier. The 1 minute we have isn't really there. It's just because I moved this DLC 1 split later in the game, right? So we actually we saved a decent amount on that fight overall. So that was good. That was definitely fast. Okay, we're gonna do this. Put the weapon on. Heal once, and then buff. Should be fine.
I've seen your kind able to fit.
Oh, the hyper armor on that. Come on. What are you doing, Wilhelm? You're freaking me out, dude.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Bless R&D.
Yeah, it would be really cool if we had a Wilhelm split. That was like a slightly bad Wilhelm. It wasn't as bad as the worst, so. Mr. Flu, thank you for the 4 months in a row, man. Welcome back. Continue to enjoy being a hollow and continue to enjoy your emotes as well, man. How's your day going so far? How's your weekend? An existentially exquisite day, D-Pod. It's been pretty good so far. How is your side of Canada? How cold is it where you are? I wanted to ask you that yesterday. I just forgot to. Sir Wilhelm, man, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. You roly-poly motherfucker, man. Come on. Why don't you go for parries? I've tested the parry strat on it before. It's just not safe enough, man. He's just literally that good. Like, it's like basically fighting an actual human, man, but maybe even better sometimes. He can cancel shit. He can do really weird things, like, that are not orthodox. You can't manipulate him or force him into situations as easily as it looks. It's like, if you think you're clever, like, he's one step ahead of you in a lot of cases. That's why sometimes it just takes forever to kill him. It's ridiculous, man. Frida is a bad boss fight. Who streamer you said doing the 0-hit death Bloodborne for the first time and resetting when he fails? Cheeseballs, that's Naboisha. So N3BOYSHA. I don't know if he has an underscore in his name or anything like that after it. But if you just search N3 Boisha, all one word, you'll find his stream. I think his picture, he looks like Jesus, basically. He looks like the Bless RNG guy, pretty much. I think his picture is literally him doing the Bless RNG emote thing. Or there you go, you can just shout him out right there. So yeah, he doesn't have an underscore. I thought he might have had one at the end for some reason. Autoculture, welcome back. What's up, man? Wilhelm will take over the world. He could. I would definitely see Wilhelm taking over the world. I thought he was just some punk at the beginning of the DLC, and then like later I was like, shit, dude, this guy really sucks. He killed me so many times. I don't know if anyone remembers that stream, but it was pretty funny though. Okay, hopefully no memes on this part. This part, it doesn't meme me too often, but I'm waiting for the day where it does. We have one homeward bone left too. That's literally perfect. How does it come out to 1 at the end? Oh, we got memed. Okay, lucky. Lucky. Paradoxical Peace, thank you for the host, dude. Lawanda, will I play Demon Souls? In the future, I definitely will, man. I can't tell you like a specific time, but I will be playing it again. It's usually one of those things that are occasional though, like it's like a couple times a year at the most or something. But I will do it. Alright, so kind of shitty phase 3 on that. Oh well. It is what it is. 3 bosses in one, I guess it kind of seems like that. Good thing about this, I think, you know, like we're off by like 1 flask in terms of the max health. Like my max health is just missing a tiny bit. If it wasn't the case, if I was fully healed right now, we wouldn't actually have to worry as much about hitting the bonfire for Demon Prince. I'm questioning it now though, but 3 flasks seems like it's enough. So if we make it with no health, or no more than 2 more chugs needed, if we make it and we can chug once and at full health, I'll probably just skip the bonfire for Demon Prince because, yeah. Also, ooh, there was supposed to be a restart of the game at the door. I just realized that, so let me think. When we quit out for the Angel, we're gonna have to do it right here. We have 1 more quit out left, so that's gonna have to be the substitute for that. It should work the same way, because we haven't reached that fight yet where it can crash, so gotta be careful. I think with the fall damage I take, oh no, I won't take fall damage on this part. What am I thinking? Like the spook will actually save me the health. But yeah, even if we get hit like a little bit, that's fine. I just need to make sure that we can manage to do it with 1 chug. There we go. Okay, so right here what we're gonna do is we're gonna restart the game, because if I don't, there's a risk the game will crash right after Demon Prince, and then it'll make me have to run through the arena all over again and drop down even after they're dead. And that wastes a shit ton of time, because it usually crashes once we're already at like where the banner is, so we don't want that happening. I was supposed to reset the game at the door, and someone probably mentioned it and I just didn't catch it in time, so sorry if that's the case. Also, if anyone popped in and I didn't say hi to them, welcome. Still rocking the mail breaker. Brew, you're using the mail breaker to beat, like, wait, is that like a particular challenge you're doing right now? Why doesn't character die there? In the DLC, all the ashy areas you don't take fall damage, so there'd be no way to actually get through the DLC if you died from that fall. I guess they wanted to make it like super vertical and like, you know, have a lot of depth, but also they had to have an excuse of how you could survive that kind of stuff. Although you can literally land right beside where I landed and die, so yeah, you just have to make sure there's ash on the ground in some way. Like this stuff right here. Man, I'm really mad that we're missing the tiniest bit of health. Kind of sucks. I only have one lightning resin, so I really have to make this count, I guess. I wouldn't rebuff on this fight normally anyways. So it's actually perfect. If we had to use one extra for anything else, then this wouldn't work, but doing quit outs to prevent it from crashing, yeah, because the crash that can happen here can waste a lot of time. Probably gonna lose a little bit on this. Maybe I'm lucky. Oh, we actually tied it. Nice. Why do you hit him before phase 2? To build up the amount of bleed, so the bleed happens faster. Why such little damage on riposts? He just has a lot of health, dude. That's it. Plus, I don't have like Hornet Ring or anything like that either. Kill Switch, what's up, man? How have you been? Shiget, welcome back as well. Thanks for the GGs. Gillis, how are you? Smirker, thank you. How many bosses left? Just this DLC, so 3 in total. Although this is like, keep in mind, like the run's not even like started until half-light, so we have to make it to the second last part of the run to even know if it's a run or not, pretty much. But very good practice for the second run either way. And RNG in this one wasn't actually that excellent overall, but we didn't make many mistakes. I don't even really think we made a mistake on this. I think it was pretty much flawless so far. Other than, let me think.
Soul of the lost
Osiris, I kind of, he gave me pretty bad RNG phase 2, but phase 1 I didn't do the best, so there was some mistakes on that.
So the world might be mended.
Everything else though I think was just really nice, so yeah. Mike Bianchi, thank you for the 7 months in a row. Welcome back, and continue to enjoy your emotes and being a human as well. Have you tried doing this run without reloading to save prevent crash? Ray Venom, yeah, I have done it before, and you will lose. Literally, I've had a run ruined from the Demon Prince crash before. That definitely could have been a PB at the time. That's when I first realized that like it was a big deal, and then someone told me right after like you should just quit at the free to door. I think it was Fudge Cow mentioned it. He's like, just quit at free to door, and then you won't have to worry about that one. Okay, here we're gonna have to sit at the bonfire. Because I'm not really feeling the whole 2 flask thing. I think that's a little bit low. Woxy, what's up? How are you doing? Wish you could sprint while menuing in DS1. Yeah, me too, man. A lot of the menuing and the item management seems to take place on lifts in DS1 speedruns. Or like while doing like a tumble buff, or not even, or not tumble, moveset swap and all that stuff. Like, actually, no, I guess you can't really do one while doing moveset swap. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it happens at like different times, not like where you'd normally just be able to run in this and switch the stuff. That's not good. Rip. We're gonna continue it. We'll see exactly how bad it is, but yeah, that's no good. That's actually worse than being blocked. I thought I might get blocked on it. Most people. Wait, I didn't see the rest of that Abyss. Welcome, man. How are you doing, dude? Yeah, rip. Well, I mean, like, you have to keep in mind as well, it was only a 134 time save. We can do better than that. I can't play much better, but I definitely can get better RNG. So it wouldn't necessarily have been the PB I was happy with, but it's good for practice. Press F to pay respects. Ganked by fat dudes? Yeah, man. Turtle Man? Wait, are you calling these dudes Turtle Man? I thought Dagger would be bad, but it was actually really fun and kind of strong. Bandit Knife gets to 75 bleed. S scaling on Dex at +3 already. That's pretty cool. Wait, it has an S scaling on Dex. It's K, don't give up yet. Zaz. Oh no, this run's not a PB that's worthwhile, man. I'm just doing it for practice at this point because I haven't practiced a lot lately. By no means is this a run at all, really. It's just for fun. And it was kind of debatable before that. It was good, but it wasn't good enough for me to be guaranteed knowing that I would be happy with it. Like, unless a miracle were still to happen because of Half-Life being quick or something. But yeah, like for people that want to see the rest of the DLC, we'll try to do that. We'll see how it goes. 31%. Oops.
Sub 130. Let's go, streamer.
Oh, you don't even really take much fall damage from that part. And you can also do it without doing the Estus. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to chug twice here. Damn. Okay. Gotta quit out right here. V-Sweat, thanks, man. Sub 130, let's go, streamer. I don't know about that. Not too sure about that. Mike Don, welcome back. How are you? Devrog is here. Your wiener S scales with Dex. That's a pretty mighty wiener, man. Damn. Okay, because we have so many of these left, we might as well use bundles on this part. Actually, while he does this, I'll just do a regular buff, because we wouldn't waste any time doing that. And then we should have enough bundles left over and everything. And we still have 4 flasks. This is pretty good. One's not overly nerd. To me, it's not satisfying, but it's not all about just, you know, getting. You can't. I'm not gonna get what I want other than one time out of all the times we're gonna go for this. So I can't. I'm not gonna just like be like, oh well, it's worthless. You know, we'll get some practice out of it, but it's definitely not my goal. Must have faith in the peach. This character is not the peach though. Who started that? That's a lie. And you know it's a lie deep down. Someone believe in lasagna, Luando. What would believing in lasagna do for this? Also, how do you not believe in lasagna? Like the not believing the existence of it? How does that work? Pretty poor RNG right off the bat. It's unfortunate. Hopefully that's all of it. One whiff. This might be bad. Okay, I'm a little lucky he did the fire. I might have a chance to get the stun now. Yeah, it wasn't a really good fight. We had the bad RNG right off the bat, and then the flying was better than the march, but it's still not the greatest. Dude, are you kidding me? Forgot about the extra menu for the dark sign. God damn it. Can you ask me something, Dark Souls veteran? What do you want to ask me? Gwyn it's the supreme OST Marion of a Story. Gwyn OST is very good. I agree with that. Terrible recovery right there. Fuck, man. I don't know if it's actually that slow all the time. I feel like it's not, but can't really roll there anyways. I feel like sometimes when you fall there, you have like the same animation, but it's shorter by about half the amount on occasion. Sub 130 is real. Yeah, right. Sub 130 and Half-Light K18. Blue, what's up, dude? How are you? Unicorn Bunny Coffee, thank you for the good luck. Welcome back. Javukin, thanks for the good luck. Have a good night, man. Sleep well. Thank you for chilling for a bit. And Skies, what's up? You forgot Chloranthy? That's fine. I don't need it for the first part. I could definitely put it on after. Thank you for mentioning it, though. I would have had to have put it on by Gale. That's a little bit shitty. Not too sure. I guess could I put it on now? Yeah, we can. Don't throw. God. Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Silly, man. Just silly. So that actually bothers me, man. I was actually hoping we got a bad fight. Oh. I'm gonna be haunted by like trying to shave off 30 seconds now. Oh, I guess it's not really a big deal. It's kind of like normal in a way. God damn it. Of course, yeah, exactly. Of course, on a bad run, he gives me fucking just like the silliest fight ever.
The feeling when you get
Platypus. It's not really that like revolutionary of a time, man. This isn't our final run. Don't worry. And you're supposed to homeward bone on this part, but I don't have homeward bones. The dark sign thing makes me kind of confused because the extra menu. So I'm gonna have to be ready to do that next time when we're out of homeward bones. Back to monstrously awful characters. Monstrously, you mean? Or is monstrously a word? Yeah, we're back to some meme characters, definitely. Half-Light through a kick. Yeah, when he does the kick or he does the overhead that doesn't hyperframe you or poise you, you can just go for the attack still instead of waiting. Because you can go 2 and 2, but it depends on like what he does. Sometimes you can get like 4 or 5, or at least 3 and 4 out of the 2 attacks you wouldn't get normally. Okay, yeah. Alright, we got 128, not bad. Not bad. I actually am satisfied with that. I'm not satisfied with the death, though. I feel like I'm gonna have to come back to this still. I don't know. That's actually a decent time. That's okay. That's decent enough, but without the death, we'd be low 128, so... I'm skeptical about that still.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Liam, dude, thank you very much for the Prime sub, man. You have discovered the secret circle of the Squilluminati. Enjoy being a skeleton, Liam. Thank you so much, man. Did I fail? Yeah, I died one time and I lost at least 30 seconds from a death on this, so it's not like a good run in terms of like there's one major mistake, but I don't know. I mean, we could try to beat it, but the thing is the Half-Light was so good and the Gale was good and Madeira was like, there was 2 counts of bad RNG. Demon Prince was the same as before. It was pretty much perfect other than like the spacing from the door. Frida's phase 3 was bad. Wolf Tender was almost perfect. Everything else that needs to be like very good was good other than Osiris. And Cinder, I could have got both the skips. That's another thing as well. Can I answer you? Do you like unicorns? I do like unicorns, yeah. I do. They're my favorite. It's my favorite flavor of ice cream, actually. Congratulations from Spain, Joe Acaza. Thanks, man. Thank you. V-Sweat, thanks for the bits, dude.
Well played, streamer. You
I
did a good.
appreciate it. You think my skill is best demonstrated at Gale?
Okay, now
Gale's
that
not really a hard
practice is
fight, though,
over,
that's the thing.
let's try to PB today.
Practice is over? Alright, should we go for another PB or should we... I don't know what else we would do, that's the thing.
Woo.
Like, we could do bow only. The problem with bow only, though, the no-hit run is, like, I have to revert the game's patch, and I don't know if that would take a while or not.
Drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted.
Soon the new
so
world record holder on
might
this
be
one? Never,
mended.
never, man. No
So
chance.
the world might be mended.
PB, hi PE.
Gurgi, thank you very much for the bits, dude. I appreciate it.
Awesome
Thank
run.
you, man. Hardest fight in a speedrun is Half-Light, man. We just got really lucky on that run. You will never see a fight like that again until, like... You might never see one again, because I don't know if I'm going to be playing this run that much more, or... You just will rarely see that on anybody's runs at all. He's either really annoying, or you kind of get, like, an okay fight, or you die, and he was, like, none of those. So, got really lucky on it. Run it back versus new splits, you think so? Let's play Witcher 3. I'm curious if we could... I definitely think we could do better, that's the thing. But the problem is the DLC 1 was really good other than Frida's Phase 3, so... It would have to be Wilhelm and then Phase 3 Frida that we get faster, and then DLC 2 done the same we did right there. Minus the potential bad Half-Light. What comes next? Jiggy...
GGWP.
I'm doing... Keck score, dude, thank you for the bits, man. Holy shit. That's a lot. You're insane, man. That I don't know if I've seen... Have I seen that Craigasm before? Is that a new one? Or is it the same one that's always been there? So yeah, that's a good question. Basically, what we were planning to do was get a 128 time on this. Wanted a 128.30 or less, but I mean, it's still 128 something. It's not terrible. But basically, what we were gonna do was we were gonna do bow only, no hits, and we're gonna try to figure out how to beat the game with only using a bow without getting hit. But I don't think I'm ready for that today, just because I have to change the current version of the game.
GG,
right?
and bow only would be sick.
Gino, holy fuck, man. What are you doing, dude? Thank you. Bow only would be sick. We could do bow only if, like, the patch got reverted, and then, like, it would just be really scrubby, but I was thinking of doing it, like, the next day after we get the PB so I can put the patch back to the current version. So I'm trying to think. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild no hit coming? Nah, man. Nah, Cheese still has my Switch anyways. Do you miss a PB from Moth? You did, yeah. It wasn't like super excellent, but it was pretty good. Is it possible to do bow only no hits? Yeah, you can. It's definitely possible. Play Soul Calibur 2 to reward yourself? Yeah, right, dude. I'd be so bad at that. That's another thing I gotta be better at. Okay, so what we can do is... You'll wait for the patch thing. Show the save file. That's true. It's a good point. There it is right there. Leonard. Oh, yeah, Leonard is the winner of... Just Leonard's the winner of the points. Play the Neopets game. I'm not making a Neopets game. NG plus speedrun, but that's kind of like a meme though. There's still so much time left, right? I'm thinking the options are either could try Bloodborne again to end, or we could do another. We could do more attempts to try to beat this time. That's what I'm thinking. Are you gonna one cycle Crystal Sage with a bow? You don't actually one cycle Crystal Sage. You have to like hide behind this pillar with the bow. SL1 NG7. Should we do it? Okay, let's do SL1 NG7 then. Is that a good idea? I don't know. SL1 NG7 though, it would be like me putting the game to NG7 right off the bat, and it would still be on this patch. So I don't know if that changes. I don't think that changes anything, but poll it. Bloodborne, please. Bloodborne.